Give it up for Team Wavebent.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm Timothy Allen.
And our game is Wavebent. Wavebent is, well, we pivoted. We used to say Wavebent is a 3v3 gravitational brawler. We've done a little bit of rescoping and a little bit of change of game modes that we'll show you later. So now we're calling it a team-based gravitational shooter. Still the same core gameplay where you'll be using waves to knock people out of orbit, but with different game loops. So same story as well, set in a terraformed galaxy of bored robots. The essential story is that they sent out these fleets of robots to go terraform galaxies for humanity. They did that, they got bored. What do you do when you get bored? You make games. So then they went and made this game called Wavebent. Yeah, so we're gonna start this with the most fun thing, I guess, for the MEGA people. But I think it's pretty interesting too, which is commercialization. So we had a meeting with iDream Sky not too long ago, and we were talking to them a lot about where to go with this game in the future and how to actually monetize as opposed to just making it as a school project. And that developed into us building out frameworks for actual social and selling aspects. So right here is just a login screen that we're going to be building out next semester of how we're going to implement these types of things. Right here is just a frame for a store will look like. We have a little build out of this, don't need to go into it too much. Another thing we've been looking at is market repositioning. So we were looking a lot into the people we're trying to sell to. Our broadest definition right now is essentially the overlap of people that play Rocket League and Overwatch and space. And then we kind of cut that down a little bit more to people that also like EDM music. So now we're kind of changing our how the game's designed to fit that, where we've been hiring real EDM artists and working with people with more of a backing to make our music, so that in the future when we ship this game, we'll have an immediate audience from those people. This guy Grant, I don't know if you ever heard of him, the Moon Tower, the two people we've been talking to right now. And all of our sound effects are from EDM artists right now too, so this person is Sophie. Art direction. Also repurposed this a little bit, so when we were at the midterm point, we kind of realized we want to be this big hero-based game. We still want to be a big hero-based game, but if we want to finish something next semester, we're not going to be a giant hero-based game. So we're cutting down a little bit more to actually finish and polish and get our central characters and mechanics more well done. So what we focused on was this guy right here, who is Guard. Here's some more concepting of what the other characters will look like. Swarm is a character that will eventually be made, but we repurposed it right now for environmental assets that you'll see later. They kind of just fly around the planets and look cute. This just looks really nice, so I put it here. It doesn't have a central purpose in the slide. The same goes with this guy. He looks great.
Beautiful environment.
Yeah, and then this is a picture of one of the other characters we're building out right now. Another thing we realized that people really enjoyed when we presented about a week or two ago in a different class is that people love the personalities, and people have already been attached from looking at it I'm just gonna play Guard because that's my play style, that's the type of character I like. So we've been focusing more on building out our characters to have specific personalities and to fit certain player types. And over to Tom.
And so, in 2017, we started out with the Global Game Jam back in January.
Beautiful. Look at that.
We created this little mini prototype where we had two little spider bots just walking around the planet and shooting waves at each other. And the way they did it was that they'll stop on the ground and emit a wave. Now, admittedly, that wasn't the best we could have done. So we came here, we pitched it, and over the few months that we've been here, we've grown into a giant game with an inverse map that works on real gravity, real gravitational, and all your bullets all move according to it. And right there is a black hole. If you get something and you do die, that will come next week, actually. Yeah. So our gameplay core revolves around using waves to shoot down your enemies. But you do not actually shoot your enemies yet, you shoot at the ground. So you shoot at the ground when you stand and it'll cause your enemy to fly out. We're implementing a shooting mechanic, so you'll be able to shoot them, and as you shoot them over time, kind of like Super Smash Brothers, the shield will decrease and you get knocked out in the air even more. Now, as well, we have identified a few things that we'd like to tell you about shooting. jump, reflect, hit, and dash and dive. All these things are the core gameplays that you do throughout the entire game. And they will cycle between 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minute game loops. Whereas you will chase your enemy player, capture your objectives, and try to win the game.
It's just a nice little gift.
Yeah, I just want to give you a nice little gift of our incoming character, God Io. We have animation blend trees going for him, and we also will have attack animation that's not shown in this strip as well, in addition to the reflection animation. Yep. And we have 3 game modes today. Today we will show off the deathmatch game mode, and we have a limited time event for you to play as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Wavebent Conquest is a domination style game where you capture the planets, and you have red team and blue team, and you will jump between planets and try to grapple control from each other. Ultimately ending, whoever gets to 200 points first wins. In deathmatch, you will face off against a team of 6 players, 6 on each side, and you try to get up to 100 points by knocking each other out of the center of this map. So you all spawn onto one of the individual planes. As you hit people off, they will either fall outwards or inwards into the black hole. Currently now in the gameplay that we will show, you will fall outwards only. And special game mode will be shown after our demo deathmatch.
Yeah.
So let's get right to it. So our team over there, Wavebent, Arthur, Carter, Jackson, and Isidro will now log on, as will I. Yeah, but Danny as well is on there. Do you have a computer?
I actually don't have it down though, so I'll stand over here.
Just prepare. Every Windows computer here has a copy of Wavebent.
No, really. Hey, I want them.
Alright. Yeah. No?
It's not downloaded. Not the newest one. Ooh, can I use that one?
So right now we're going to log in with our authentication system. We're going to use my USC ID. And my password as well. For the players who have to build on a computer, I would ask you to wait first until the second game mode, and then we'll bring in everyone for that. For this, we'll just use our team. So I'm going into deathmatch. This is our lobby screen, and you can adjust your option settings. In the future, it will show your players on the right hand side. Oh wow. Wow, we're YouTube. And oh, I see. Okay. So we have the usual walking. And so the enemies over there, I can shoot a grenade. They'll hit them. In addition, I can also jump and dash towards them and shoot a grenade. This grenade does have bouncy properties, so you can jump onto other areas. Oops. Currently as death matches are always thing. It's team tries to work together. So I can do this. So Wavebent, you do die often, and that's a part of the core gameplay. One of the things we're going to bring in next year is a lot of polish onto the visuals of whether you have hit a death provider or whether you have one that's still up. Yeah. And you get hit off the map. It needs to have more feedback to tell you what happened in the game as well. So bring that in. Whoever has the last next one wins. Okay. Team wins. It goes up to 100. Okay. So I haven't put in a return function yet, so I'll have to call F4. But what I'm going to ask is people who are next to a Windows computer, could you please log in and open up Wavebent.
Okay.
Should be on all of these.
So we're going to use our stress
Let's
test.
do this. We still have 5 minutes, everybody.
We're going to use our stress test level and see how far we can push this game and go beyond the boundary. We will.
Please, okay, what's the login?
Sure. So put in USC ID for the username, and then for, or if you don't have USC ID, any username, and then your password will be Wavebent. Yeah.
Oh, I got the app.
You can log in there.
I can't log in with UPI.
Oh, just click other user.
Everyone make sure you go to party mode also. Yeah.
Check it there. Cool. Give it a
Right.
That's working well.
Oh, it's right. I forgot what it looked.
Alright, I think we have enough players to start. Cool, yeah. So, so welcome to Avicii's level. We're just using this music as a placeholder. Over top will give you a nice end to the whole semester. All hard work.
I just want to say something at the start. This game, this mode is a little bit of a meme. We do want to have event stuff in the future, but like this is not like where Wavebent is headed.
You got Avicii to sign on to?
Yeah, Avicii signed directly all the license to all of these.
Alright,
Him.
so right now we're going to run up to 18 people if everyone signs on.
Okay.
So if I don't see everyone there, you kind of see everywhere.
You guys are you gotta alternate
So we're pushing the graphical limits of our game using these shaders that really text on the security system. So the main thing is that it can run on my 5-year-old HP laptop, which runs a mobile GPU processor. So that's a great thing.
Is this capture fun?
No, this is have fun for 24 people, up to 24 people.
Oh, it's just
It's deathmatch though.
it's just a deathmatch guy.
Yeah, well, we've got the deathmatch thing. So the main thing about our limited time events is part of the commercialization push, try and get a finished product. And we're trying to limited time events with a combination of existing events, kind of like League of Legends extra events that you can play as well. Something crazy, something fun. It might break the game. Alright, if someone could come, if we all could congregate on one planet and be peaceful robots for a second, we could see all our incomes inside it as well. Yeah. And I believe so the more people we get in, I stress tested it in the lab itself. It can go up to 18 players and play without any lag. That's it.
There you go.
Alright. Okay, we've got time for questions.
Do you plan to boost the simultaneous play number even higher?
Depending on game modes we're looking at, right now, probably not much higher than that, but I mean, we could always go like epic games and just copy Battlegrounds and do like a whole planetary thing.
We do
Most
have
likely.
an idea for a 100-player PUBG Wavebent. maybe next year we'll add it in as a special.
Got the games done.
Yeah.
Okay. Two-part question. First of all, that Bodacious tune, was that licensed or did you?
No.
You actually, so you still have to source some music?
Yeah, so we have music for our general levels. The party mode level was kind of, in a lot of ways, kind of a joke. So it's like, the music and the effects we're using on that won't really be in-game stuff.
But we use it to
yeah.
stress test.
Yeah, to
We
stress
also
test
have
and like make sure
the
everything's
vibe.
working out.
It sounds like you need to find someone to write you some party mode music because I think that's a feature that needs to go to the final game.
Really?
Thank
Awesome.
Next question is,
Yeah, we do.
what other features are you going to be focused on for next semester?
Yeah, I mean, like, essentially, we're gonna just get down gameplay mechanics and start building out additional characters. Game mode we're gonna be focusing on mainly is gonna be deathmatch. After that, we want to like expand out into different things like conquest and like make sure that's going well. And once we have those two down pat, we'll start looking at other stuff. But for now,
So more mechanics, then characters, then deathmatch, then conquest.
Yeah.
It's all about, I guess, it's the dynamics and the polish of it in the end as well. Rounding out the rough edges. There are some glitches and bugs that you may not notice while playing the game, but we us as developers always do, and it irks us a little bit, so we're trying to get that out.
Yeah. We just think once we have the feel down and deathmatch good enough, it will be like extensible enough to different game modes that would be, not a big deal. So,
Okay.
I have a question. Can people on the internet play this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 3 options actually. Network, LAN, offline. So you can actually play the game single
So
player.
you can put a link for people to download your game and
Yeah.
play it.
It is based off your region though, because the Photon actually does run off their servers, so we're using USW right now. So if you go to, let's say I go back to Singapore, I won't be able to connect up to Jackson.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, because it uses my local region.
If you put your executable on your webpage
Yep.
and little instructions on how to play,
Yep.
and we could schedule a time on Facebook and get everyone to play your game.
Definitely.
That'd be awesome.
We can open up the regions too. I mean, we just region locked it because it's just the default setting, but you can open it up. I'll have a region slider.